Hey y'all, welcome to Diary of a Quitter. And for those of you that don't know, I'm Lane. I'm the one doing this blog. And I realized that it's been several days since I wrote anything at all. And that's because I've been dealing with the passing of my mother. This past weekend, she came down with an infection. The pneumonia came back. And she fought it as best she could. But ultimately, Wednesday morning, she made the crossing. For the last several days, this whole week, it's all I've dealt with, is being with her before it happened, and then dealing with the aftermath. The good news is I didn't smoke. Okay, and that's the really important thing in terms of Diary of a Quitter. When I started this quit, the weekend before the quit was very traumatic for me. And I'm going to leave that one private for now, but suffice to say, it was not the best way to lead up to a quit. And so Monday morning, I came very close to calling it off. But then I realized that there's never a bad time to quit. And there's never a good excuse to keep smoking. And so I decided that I was going to go ahead and start the whole thing off. There have been a couple of times during the quit that things have just gotten very traumatic for me and very difficult to deal with. And, Mom being, one of the big ones, right? But again, I just had to keep going through, because if you give yourself an excuse to smoke just one more, that's the beginning of the slippery slope. And for me, it's not a slope, it's a cliff. And I found that out when I busted a 4.5-year quit with just one, right? And the next thing you know, I've got a sack of tobacco and some rolling papers for hand rolls, and got a carton of Marlboros for when I'm driving and can't hand roll my cigarettes. And I was right back at it. And I knew that if I succumbed and I had even one cigarette, that was going to be the end of it. So I've just done my best to tough it out, and so far so good. Even in the third week, which a lot of us know is very, very difficult. Third day, third week, third month. Those are the terrible threes. And this has not been an easy week. I've been very short-tempered. I've had to really bite my tongue. There are some conversations I've had to just walk away from. And certainly I yell at my windshield a lot when I drive this week. You got to do it. If not now, when? If you let yourself fall off now, when are you going to start back up? And what's going to be your excuse next time? I mean, there's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be something tugging at you wanting to smoke. And the nicodemon is very good at offering you excuses and rationalizations. The way to balance that is to remind yourself that the nicodemon is a freaking liar, okay? That's first and foremost. Know that everything that's coming at you is just BS. The other way to get by it is just for me to grab my quit aids one at a time and until the crave goes away, and get back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is not smoking. So anyway, that's what's been consuming my time lately, and I want to apologize to those of you that come every day looking for a new blog post. This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be doing a daily, or at least every other day, and I will get back on my schedule, I promise you. Just let me get through another couple days, and then it's going to happen again. We're on a waiting list for my mom to be laid to rest with my father at Arlington National Cemetery. And it takes a couple of weeks to get in, so I'm going to have to fly out to the East Coast and deal with all of that. So there might be a lapse there. But just know that I'm still not smoking. I'm still fighting it every day. I'm using all my quit aids, calling on good friends sometimes, doing everything I'm supposed to. And I'm still here, and I'm still quit. And I hope you are too. And the only reason I'm telling you about all this stuff is to just show you you're not the only one that's having a tough time, or that has stresses. We all do, and I'm not special. It's not like I'm dealing with stuff that other people don't. But I just want to remind you that there is no bad time to quit, and there is no good time to smoke. So, I'm quit, you're quit, now and forever, no smoking. I'll see you again soon. Peace.